Hey, what's going on, everybody? Evan here with Malevolent Gaming, and we've got our friend Kyle with us today. How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
Good, good. So, we're going to be doing a deck profile, as everyone can already see. What do we got today?
Today we have Combo Thunder.
Combo Thunder. Okay. So we're in November 2019 now. Nibiru's been doing its thing for a while now, and a lot of people have stopped playing this deck because of that. Why are you still playing it?
If you can do the combo, if you can make the combo correctly, you'll usually end up with Appaloosa on your 5th summon.
Okay.
If you don't do that, this deck usually has a lot of recursion and a lot of recovery plays, so you can typically come back and grind through a lot of stuff, surprisingly.
Okay.
It isn't really common with Thunder decks or combo decks, but this one's fairly recoverable.
Sweet. All right, you want to jump into it?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so standard Thunder package, got 3 Thunder Dragon.
Yep.
3 Thunder Dragon Dark, 3 Thunder Dragon Roar, and the reason you play 3 of all of the dark ones is because you play Allure, so you definitely want to maximize on the darks, so that way you're plussing off of Allure essentially.
Okay.
But you only play 1 Hawk and 1 Dragon Duo. 1 Dragon Duo is pretty standard because you don't want to open it too much, but 1 Dragon Hawk I personally prefer because because you play so many of the Dragon Roars and Dragon Darks, you have so much recursion with use Dark off of Allure, add this, add back your Hawk, and then you have another Colossus, and you only play 2 Colossus anyway.
Okay.
So having any more than 1 of this just kind of makes your deck a little less favorable, bricks a little more.
Gotcha.
So I prefer the 1.
Okay.
Alright, next we got standard danger stuff. 2 Nessie, 2 Snake, and 2 Jackalope, all in original print, and then a couple of miscellaneous dangers. These ones didn't really come up too much. I don't think I saw Mothman at all today. Bigfoot came up once, and this actually popped a back row, which was helpful today. So Thunderbird, I think out of the 3 quote-unquote bad ones, is probably the best one.
So the 3 one-ofs, do you like them at that ratio?
Yeah, I like them at 1, just because if you see too many dangers, you're not really accomplishing what you want. You're not really getting the cards in your hand that you want, but if you don't see enough, then you have a higher chance of bricking. So I think 9 is perfect.
Okay.
And I don't play ones like Chupacabra or anything, because on turn 1 they're no good.
Yeah.
You're playing a combo deck, so you should want to be able to do a lot of things turn 1.
It's okay, you can just hurt my feelings and say that one sucks.
Best card in the deck, 3 Levianeer. This card is the reason I won. I went undefeated today, so this card is the reason why, because it's absolutely incredible. With the destruction effect and the hand ripping apart, it's just insane.
Yeah.
And now you have 3 more ways to recur it out of the graveyard. So the biggest problem with Levianeer is you can't attack with it the turn you use any of its effects.
Right.
So now when you link it off and you have this engraved, next turn you can just banish this, add this back, banish all your Thunders, plus from your Thunders, and destroy their stuff. So this card just makes Levianeer incredible, and this card in itself is nuts.
For the people that don't know, because this is a newer card, what does this guy do?
So you can summon it and send any number of dragon monsters from either hand or field to the graveyard to add a dragon monster with the same level equal to the monsters you send. So,
okay.
And it doesn't exclude itself. So if you summon this, you can send itself and add one of the baby Chaos Dragons.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of one of the main points of the combos that you want to do in this deck.
Okay, and it has a graveyard effect too, right?
It does. You can banish it from the grave to add a level 8 dragon monster from your graveyard to your hand. So
okay. There's a lot of utility there.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
The next 3 is Dragonet. This card is insane when you see it, and it's also really good ash bait. It's also unfortunate when you see too many of it, or if you see this card, because I drew this card a ton today, which was really annoying, but in the end it worked out. And then you got to play your 1 vanilla for the Draconet combo. So essentially you summon Draconet, make Ib, and then you do Ib things to do Guard Dragon plays. So
Gotcha.
it's a way to tutor Seyfried out of the deck, and I actually created a combo with Draconet that is absolutely insane. It came up twice today and it won me both games. So.
Okay, okay.
And then a couple more 1-ofs, 1 Brotar, 1 Darkest Diabolos, 1 Black Dragon Collapsed Serpent, and 1 White Dragon Wyverburster.
And is all this stuff pretty standard?
This is pretty standard, yeah. So you want this for when you tribute your Dark Thunder monsters for Colossus, you just get a free level 8, which helps you make Harbinger. This is important for Guard Dragon plays in case you've already opened Seyfried, and these are staple because they make your combo live.
Right. Okay.
And the one of that I chose to play that actually came up quite a few times today was Gizmek. I love this card and I wanted to find an excuse to use it, so I put it in this deck.
And it worked out?
So it worked out really well a couple times, because at the end of the day, if you've already used your one-ofs in your deck, which most of the time you do through the combo, then you can, the other stuff, if you banish it, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because if you banish extra Levianeers, you can just recur them from the graveyard with Safer over and over and over. So Gizmek never really had a negative impact on the deck, and it came up quite a few times and helped me out today. So I was super happy with it. It's also another target to send with Curious if you have everything in the grave already. So
okay.
that's also helpful. And then the last, we have a few spells, 3 Allure of Darkness.
Ulti first ed.
Ulti first ed.
That's the way to do
gotta
it.
be the best. one for one, World Legacy Guard Dragon, Dragon Ravine, and a Gold Sarcophagus.
Okay.
So deck totals out at 43, which is, it's alright. I like 40 card decks just for consistency, but...
So you're comfortable with that number, though?
I was comfortable with this number. It's kind of hard to fit everything in, honestly, without playing a few extra cards, so I was happy at 43.
Okay.
I didn't want to play something... you'll find this deck is very similar to Herman Hansen's list, and I just wanted to cut the extra cards that you don't really need, like Melody and a few of the other dangers. So,
okay. And so, after playing it today, is there anything that you would, anything that you'd change?
No, only things in the side deck I would change, I think.
Okay.
I think the main deck was really solid, and it worked out today, so I was happy with it.
Sweet. You want to go through the extra deck?
Sure. Extra deck, you got 2 Colossus, is pretty standard. I would play 3 if I had the space, but the extra deck's kind of tight, so I just play 2 Colossus. 1 Ib for the Draconet combos. 1 Dweller, because Dweller is extremely strong in this format, and I made a combo where you can summon Dweller, and it really works out, so I was happy I played it. 1 Hope Harbinger, because this card is incredible. The Guard Dragon package, Pisty and LP, both incredibly good cards.
No more Agripane.
No more Agripane, sadly, or not sadly, depending on what you think of him. But 1 Phoenix, just for back row destruction, getting floodgates out of here. Romulus to search Dragon Ravine, which comes up in the combo. Hieratic Seal, this card is still good, and you have a lot of dragons and you recur a lot of dragons, so Hieratic Seal is still really good.
Okay.
IP Masquerena. This card, I actually don't like this card because it's so good, but it just makes another card we play just ridiculous with the destruction protection that it provides. So
Gotcha.
This card is really good.
Okay.
I think it's a little too good, honestly.
That's fair.
Curious, you need this for the combos. Avermax, which a lot of people don't play, that my build favors. This is part of the combo that I came up with that is really important.
It's a really strong card.
It's incredibly strong. A couple of times I outed Boral Sword with this today because this card's too good. Appaloosa, because we don't like Nibiru.
True.
And we summon a lot, so why not? Why not get a bunch of negates, right? And 1 Yugioh, because this card is still really good. If you could play multiple, I actually probably wouldn't, because there's just so many good rank 4s now that I don't think you need more than 1.
Okay.
More than 1 never came up. I never wanted more than 1.
Gotcha.
So.
And you want to show us your side deck?
Sure. The side deck I wasn't super happy with. I played 3 Pankratops. This card actually, I think I sided it in once and didn't see it, so it's...
Okay.
I don't know if it was good or not, but...
Just didn't come up yet.
It never came up. Phantasme, this card's staple in side decks at least, if not the main deck. This card's really good.
Very, very good card. Obviously, by the price point.
By the price point, yeah. 3 Twin Twisters. You need this because there's so many back row heavy decks now. This came up a lot. I sided this in almost every game too. And it was really helpful. So I think Twin Twisters is staple, honestly. And I know I keep saying that, but I really think it is.
Yeah.
I'm also really bummed that I have to rarity bump my Twin Twisters now because the ultis are coming out.
Yeah, they're gonna look nice though.
They're gonna look nice, but man, they're gonna be spindy. 3 Dark Ruler No More. I never saw this card, but in theory, it's really, really good. Especially against, I think one of the matchups I actually favor a lot is the Thunder matchup. So people who play pure Thunder, I actually favor that matchup a lot because of things like Dark Ruler No More and this last card, Mind Control. I played 3 ofs in the extra deck of everything because there wasn't really anything I was too worried about. The only matchup I don't like is Salamangrate. Salamangreat gives me problems, but Striker and Thunder, we can usually take those games pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Okay. Okay. So that was everything. Any chance you want to show us the combo, or you want to keep that to yourself?
I'll show it.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
I think it's really good personally.
Okay.
So essentially, the combo I came up with was for me to justify playing Draconet and not bricking with it all the time. I had to think of something more than just your standard like Guard Dragon combo where you summon Yugioh, because I didn't think that was very good if your opponent opened 1 or 2 hand traps.
Right.
So I really didn't like it, so I decided to come up with another combo for Draconet. So to start off, let's just say it's turn 1, you summon Draconet, get your Galaxy Serpent, Synchro, get these out of here, go for Ib.
Right.
Ib effect, search World Legacy Guard Dragon, activate Guard Dragon, get your Galaxy Serpent. Next, you link these 2 off for IP Masquerena.
Okay.
You go effective Ib, World Chalice Guard Dragon. And essentially you do Guard Dragon plays here, so you just link this off for either Pisty or LP. Then you banish it, summon back your Galaxy Serpent, and link that off for Pisty or LP, whichever one you didn't summon before.
Okay.
Next you go LP effect, and instead of Brotor, you summon Seifert.
Okay.
Then you activate Seifert's effect, send it to the graveyard for cost, and you add Black Dragon Collapse Serpent or White Dragon Wyverbuster. I'm not sure if that's too important, to be honest with you. But next you summon this, you activate Pisty, bring back Seifert. Then you link these 2 off into Romulus. You need this to break the Dragon Lock because you're no longer summoning just dragons, so you gotta get rid of it somehow.
Okay.
You'll search Ravine with this, which is super important for follow-up plays. So now, this is where it's pretty easy at this point. You go link for these, and you go straight into Avermax. So now this Avermax cannot be targeted, destroyed by card effects, and they have to attack it.
Wow.
So that also comes in handy with, now you just overlay for Dweller. And Dweller's super strong against pretty much all of the decks this format.
Right.
So they have to attack this, so your Dweller's protected. You don't have to shotgun it to try and get the effect off. When you do, you can detach Seifert. Now your Dweller's active, locking them out of graveyard effects. And now, next turn or this turn, depending on how your hand looks, you can discard anything with Dragon Ravine and send Levianeer to the graveyard.
Okay.
And now you have Seifert, you can banish Seifert, add Levianeer to your hand, so you have Levianeer for next turn.
Gotcha.
And a lot of the times they're not going to out this because they can't target it or destroy it with card effects, and they're locked under Dweller. So it's pretty simple combo, honestly, but it came up twice today, and nobody could out it. So it was super good, super easy, and Levianeer is just straight up busted.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet. Well, yeah, that's actually really cool. I
yeah,
couldn't have done that myself. That's awesome.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was fun to think of too, come up with my own kind of combo to, I don't know if anybody else has done this before, but.
Right. Well, I mean, if you thought of it on your own, you did it on your own. I mean, without seeing anyone else do it, that's pretty sweet.
I was happy with it.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much for the profile. Anybody you want to shout out? Any?
Yeah, shout out to you, and shout out to the rest of the guys at Locals who kind of, are super encouraging throughout the day, especially. There's not a lot of players here who are rule sharks or toxic or anything like that, and that environment is just kind of no fun to play. So,
right.
Big shout out to you, big shout out to Louise, big shout out to a couple more of the guys at Locals that I'm blanking on their names right now because
That's
I just can't
okay.
remember this, but.
That's all right. Yeah, we've got a really good group here at Locals. If anybody who's watching this, if you're ever in Oregon, ever around the Salem area, please check us out. Wild Things Games, pretty good place. Pretty good community here. So yeah, I guess that'll do it. Everybody, thank you again for watching. Please, do the usual, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We're doing another giveaway of 500 subs. So until the next video, thanks guys.
This channel's growing fast.
Yes, sir.